So when people think of Africa, they typically think of really wide swaths of landscape with really natural landscapes and very little human impact. Maybe you think of gorillas in the Congo living in the jungle. Maybe you think of huge herds of wildebeest or zebra crossing across the Serengeti. Maybe you think of more of the charismatic megafauna like lions and leopards. Unfortunately, this lack of human impact isn't really the case any longer. Africa has one of the quickest increasing human populations out of any continent, as shown in the map to the right. And that number doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. So with this large increase in human population, that puts a huge strain on animals finding new habitats, as well as finding room for agriculture to feed all these people. So with this increase in need for agriculture, there's less land available for animal habitat. These areas that have pristine habitat that can be utilized are getting smaller, and the corridors between them are lessening or non-existent, which is represented by the middle map. So what do we do about this? As wildlife conservationists, one of our big interests is saving things that need to be saved. So my study is looking at 2 bird species in an area that is surrounded by agriculture to see what we can do to protect their populations, not only there, but across the continent. So my study area is in eastern Botswana. It's represented by those 2 black circles on the first 2 maps, and that's it in the third one. And I'm there, and I'm looking at these 2 bird species, Kori Bustards and helmeted guineafowl. Why did I pick these 2 species? Because they're super cool, duh. The Kori bustard is one of the heaviest flying birds in the world. They can be 4 feet tall and 40 pounds, and there's not a lot known about them in the wild. Guineafowl, on the other hand, are polar opposites. They're like 1,400 grams, and they're the most common upland game bird in sub-Saharan Africa. Both of these guys utilize the exact same habitat. So why is one much more common than the other? Other than natural history reasons, we think it has to do with resource utilization. So my project is looking at the resources that they utilize by driving all around that area and saying where I see them and where I don't, and cataloging that information and using it for future landscape conservation planning throughout that area. Moving forward, we're hoping to use my data to modify areas in that in the reserve to increase populations of both of these animals for future posterity. Okay, thank you.